Alrighty, Juanitosville, we are back, friends. Was working on a project. I thought, I bet Juanitosville would really like to see the process in making this style of ring. So what I did, guys, is I just used my snippers and I snipped some 24 gauge pieces of scrap that I had, and then I twisted it with these two. I just kind of went, just random. Twisted. Same here. Twisted it. So the goal, friends, make a ring that has a maybe like a bend this way right here and a bend this way right here, maybe put some more pieces, and then in the center possibly a stone. Now this is pretty long for a ring. A size 7 is typically 54 millimeters is size 7. This one is about 95 millimeters, so a size 7 right there. So I might need to trim this, but maybe I can use the excess into the structure. Let's get started. Let's not mess around. How about you guys have to make your dreams come true still today. I'd rather be a little bit big than not. So let's go 62, guys. 62. Don't chop your fingers. I've done that before. I went like this and I was like, and I started to use sailor language. You guys know what I'm talking about. I was using the sailor language. Let's go a little kind of hardcore. I mean, oh, by the way, Juanitosville, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I added an extra light to the studio to give you guys a little bit better, better experience of watching the video, so it's not like you're watching it in the dark. So right now, guys, I'm just kind of freestyling this back end. I intentionally made one of them a little thicker and one of them a little thinner. But my vision is like that. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? And I'm going to fuse that and leave a space there for a bezel to sit, a stone right in the very, very middle. So very, very simple. You just kind of have to believe in the process, believe in yourself, and just know that the silver is your friend. Let's move this over to the soldering block and keep this party moving forward, friends. Let's go. Alrighty, Juanitosville, we are over here, and I put it on this block because I have a special surprise for you guys. I'm going to want to look around on this guy. I want to make sure that we have a good rotation. Now, the surprise, friends, is because of these holes in this back block back here, it does weird things with the silver. So right here, friends, I'm just going to go, I sprayed it with flux. That was flux. Now, I accidentally did this before, and I was like, man, if I can do that on purpose, that'd be super money. Is that dumb, or is that pretty cool, guys? What do you guys think? What's your angle? What's your angle on the thangle, friends? Let's go right there. Let's do a little Chad Parker. I added the dust on the holes, so some of the dust went through the holes. There's some negative space, which I really like. You guys know I'm a fan of the negative space, guys. Very experimental. We don't know what's going to happen. This could end up being a whack disaster, or it could end up being like I saved the day, you know? Always trying to, ooh, we got some action, friends. I really like this rotating table, guys. Okay, I'm seeing it looks like shiny snow. And that's what I look for in my fusing of dust, guys. You guys know this. So before it gets stuck, I'm going to try to release it. There we go. Now, let me turn the heat off so I don't be dangerous. Look what it did on the bottom. But where it stayed in that structure, it looks like organic looking. And if you guys have seen the thumbnail, so you know what this is going to look like. Now I'm looking at it and it's looking a little I wonder if I add a little bit of extra sawdust, if it'll thicken that up a little bit. Because in the past when I did it, I just polished that and some of it crumbled off, but the part that didn't crumble off shined up nice. It was silver. But just for good measure, because I have done this before, let's add a little bit more, friends. With me, you guys tuned out? Don't tune out on me, guys. I need you. This is gonna be epic, friends. I just know it. And that dust relaxes into itself as it gets hot, as it's ready, as it's starting to fuse. It will relax into itself. So when you see it look like it's sinking in, expect that. Because the first time I saw it, I thought, oh crap. And I was like, wait. Oh, good. You know how jewelry making is. You go from crap to good real fast, friends. I did spray it Chad Parker style. I call that Chad Parker style because he turned me on to putting Mighty Flux in my spray bottle. I always did the dropper, and the dropper is great. I have both. Sometimes you need the dropper, sometimes the spray is helpful. Like in this case, the spray is very helpful. I don't know if it's required that you spray flux when you fuse, but some old timer on my jewelry group told me that it was a good idea to do it, so I do it. And maybe he knows what he's talking about, maybe he doesn't, but you know, I'm not too proud to take some advice once in a while, friends. And obviously you're not. That's why you're here listening to me and watching these crazy adventures, because sometimes you just learn by doing things in a weird way, you know. Starting to do, so we're gonna be okay with that, guys. Let's remove it just quickly so it doesn't stick. Sometimes it'll stick if it cools if it cools in place. So you want to remove it. Just move it over. It loses temperature pretty fast. Okay, guys, look at that. Oh, geez, it looks like an eyeball. Looks very organic. Looks very organic. So wow, I'm very impressed. Okay, let's hope that it's about 54 millimeters still, and we are at 57, so we're good. So when we bend the ring back to the back of the shank back here, then it'll be small, so that, because you don't want it too thick back here, guys, because if it's too thick you can't really make a fist. You never know when you might have to, like, bam, give somebody one of those numbers. And if you don't want to give them a wabam with your finger like that, because you can't bend it all the way, and then you're going to jam your finger, and then you're not going to be able to put your rings on because your knuckle's going to be all swollen. Like this one, I jammed my finger at the Ticket Monster at the local arcade, and can't wear my pinky ring for probably a week, which is pretty sad, but it's my own fault. Yeah, I did a pain dance, actually. You know you're hurt when you do the pain dance? Oh, yes, you do. All right, let's clean this up a little bit and see what we're working with. We already know that we're in a good shape for a ring. Alrighty, Juanitosville, look at that, guys. I put it in the acid, not very long, because, you know, I'm impatient. But it is all metal. It is all silver. Strong. It's gonna work, guys, and this is my goal. Look at this little piece of turquoise I have here. Now this piece of turquoise is a little bit tall for a piece of turquoise, which is perfect for this application. This is Justin G. Russell Jr. Turquoise right here that I got from him, and he would know what mine this comes from. But look at, this is my idea, guys. Whoa. No, really, Johnny? Are we really going to live this life? Yes, we are. All right. You guys want to see my big old fat fingers make a little tiny, tiny bezel? This might be a good learning, maybe its own video, making tiny bezels. So let's make a tiny bezel for this, and you guys will see the way that I do it. All right, you cat lovers out there. I'm using 1/8 inch 30 gauge fine silver bezel wire from Rio Grande, item number 101091. I use this stuff a lot. 30 gauge, I like 28 gauge too. For really tiny pieces, this 30 gauge is perfect. Just so you guys can see how I do it, is I just basically just wrap it just the best I can. But I push, and then I just kind of feed my thumb around it until I get it to go around. Press, and then I pull right here. Are you guys with me? Press and I pull, and then in there I can see about where. You guys know I'm a fan of the Sharpies, guys, with the clicked cap. I'm hoping Sharpie sponsors me one day. Maybe if I have like 10,000 subscribers, Sharpie will be like, we'll pay attention to you, Benny. You don't get a lot of attention when you're just a small channel, guys, but that's okay. The rebels of the jewelry world are here, and hopefully the future of jewelry design will have passed through these sacred doors at Boom Jewelry Designs Jewelry Adventures. I want you guys to be great, and if I can contribute to that in any way, I'm with it, man. So this is where I'm at. If you guys can see that I have a pretty nice, pretty good little fit on there. Bam, just like that. Always use hard solder on your bezels, and I really want to say always, guys. I mean, it's great practice to always use, because your bezel is the 999 fine silver one. So I'm just going to solder that together and bring you guys right back. Alrighty, Juanitosville, I think we're going to try to do this like a pro, guys. And what I'm going to do is put hard solder flux. Let's go right here. Let's get that hot. Let's cook that flux, and let's press. Alright guys, so we have the flux cooking off right now. And I'm going to put a piece of hard solder on the inside to connect it to the back plate. Man, all I have is little tiny pieces or big huge pieces. I'm gonna put another tiny piece right there. I'm gonna put a tiny piece on the outside of the seam. If my tweezer skills will let me. I don't know, let's see. Okay, we got a nice seal in there. I believe I see. Okay, we have a nice seal. Real quick, friends, I added a little bit of dust to this very end right here. That's where we had the two pieces, and they weren't quite touching, or they weren't connected, and you could really see the exposed strip. So I've added some dust, and I'm going to connect them using the dust to fuse them together. Shiny snow, looking like it is, and let's go. So I just did the end. And we're getting close, guys, where I want to kind of start bending this, because as I start to think about my stone, I'm going to want to think on a curve. So I'm not going to bend it all the way, but I'm going to give it some good action, so I can have a general idea of what I'm looking at here, guys. So this is kind of what it's starting to look like. So knowing that, and knowing that this is my bezel, I'm looking at how big that, now if that bezel was just a little bit bigger, or maybe if I put it like that. Now, is that structure right there big enough or heavy enough to sustain, or should I put it in just like that? Not fuse it. I'll probably solder this to the back so it's right there. Didn't think I was going to do that. I thought I was just going to just place it right in there, but I think that actually looks really cool. All right, I guess that's what we're going to do. Let's do it. Well, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do this. What I'm decided in my ever expanding knowledge and wisdom, I'm going to add some solder, medium solder, to the front face of this, so that whenever I do my thing, okay, come on, don't do that. Okay. Okay, got those kind of balled up, not super duper liquid flat. And then I'm going to maybe bend this a little bit more. Okay, so we got it a little bit closer to the ring shape. Leave that open for now, and in the future we'll go ahead and size that, but in the meantime we're going to get this set where I want it. Are you guys feeling that, or is that kind of looking like... I don't know, does that look like Mr. Miyagi might have had too many sakis? Thinking about tomorrow, don't stop, it'll soon be here. Let's use our third hand, guys. Let's use our tools. Okay. Do we believe in it? I think we do. And if we don't, we will. Let's find out. I did put some flux on there, Mighty Flux, that's what I use. Feeling pretty good about it, looking at it. Unorthodox, guys. We are unorthodox in our methods, but we create some cool stuff, sometimes going a little rogue. Now, I don't recommend that you do that on a regular basis if you're just starting out, but if you know the fundamentals and you are an artist at heart, go rogue every time, man. That's what Uncle Benny says. Go rogue every time. I think I got a nice seal right there. I believe I did. Doesn't move. No, it doesn't. We're gonna believe in it. I didn't see any solder run. I didn't expect to, but I know silver. Silver's my friend, and sometimes I can just look at it and tell. And I felt like my jewelry spirit told me that I was good. Well, jewelry spirit was wrong. All right, jewelry spirit, we expect more from you. Let's keep moving forward. Silver has a really interesting way to keep us humble. Put a solder right there. There we go. I think I got something there. Okay, I'm going to do what I don't like to do, is put my torch down and turn this around. I usually try to do it with my torch in my hand like a crazy wild heathen. But we have appointments, and when you have appointments, you typically want to show up for those appointments and not be like, oh, I'm in urgent care, I can't go to my appointment. Why are you in urgent care? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go, guys. I know I got a nice seal there. Did I get a seal? Do I believe in it, or am I gun shy? Am I traumatized? Guess we'll find out. Looking in there, doesn't look real good, but it never did. We won't know until we kind of give it a little half round, the half round treatment. Let's see, let's share that with you guys. It's not coming apart, so I'm just gonna clean it up and we're gonna see what we have. Just a tad cleanup, guys. Now, when I created this, I was pretty wild about it. All jagged edges should be dull, just so they're soft. It could still look jagged, but it could be visually jagged, but be physically soft to the touch. Now, if you could see that, you guys could see I have that whole edge flattish. I could actually go through now and really round it out. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let's actually see what size this is. So if you're a lady out there and you're size 5 and you're kind of a firecracker, this would be a perfect ring for you. Yeah. So let's clean this up and see what we got. Alrighty, right here, guys, this is what we're looking at. This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. Right here on the back, we have a nice seal. It's sealed all the way through, but it's a little uneven, and then I'm filing right there to kind of smooth it out. And I think I want to try something that I've never done before, and that is to add a little silver dust to the very, very end of this. Let's see if we can put some silver dust on that so it doesn't look where I filed it. So it doesn't look any different than anything around it. I don't know. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if this is a good idea. But we're going to find out. Dude, it did separate. Oh my goodness. Dude. I should have put my tongs on there. But, you know, when you're out here being an idiot, sometimes idiot things happen. You just got to pay the cost to be the boss. Okay, I see good things happening. I don't know. I didn't see... I kind of saw maybe a glimpse of shiny snow. But we will... There's only one way to find out, friends. Okay. A little something. Let's wheel it real quick and see what it looks like. Okay, friends, this is what we're working with. Look at that, guys. Tell me that is not spectacular. How cool. Very strong, very sturdy, made with 24 gauge. Little two twisted up 24 gauge strips, and now it's a very strong ring. I would say it's equivalent to about probably a 20 gauge. Has a little bit of a cockeye to it, which I think is going to be kind of cool. So this is it, guys. Let's see if this stone will fit in here. Sometimes I use the end of a file just to open it up a little bit, because during the polishing process, this bezel can be pushed in a little bit. There we go. Take a quick look at that. Oh man. Whew. You know what it is. How cool. Experimental. You never know how these things are going to work out, friends. Just give this guy a little squeezage. Get that fine silver bezel to really hug that stone. Being mindful of the tip. Sometimes the tip can get away from you and scratch the stuff around where you're working, and this fine silver can easily grip the stone and hold on to it. And hopefully never let it go. Oh, what a love story. Alright, guys, let's take a look, guys. We know what it is. Oh, geez. There it is. It's a beautiful ring. This is size 5. Very comfortable at the bottom of the knuckle. It just fits so beautifully. It could fit either way. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on this jewelry adventure, friends. I hope the new light... Drop in the comments if you guys like the new light setup, if that helps. I think it does, but you know, sometimes you're used to what you like. So you let me know, and I can take it or leave it. I could see either way. So it's whatever's, guys. So yeah, friends, if this had any value to you, please come back, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys feel like. So if you guys want to come back, please come back. It's a lot better than driving around town getting speeding tickets. Jewelry adventures and trying new stuff and being brave and hopefully inspiring you guys to try stuff that you may not normally try. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what's up, man. If there's an idea that you guys have, or I'm planning on doing an interview soon. So if you have any questions that you would like me to answer during my interview, if you'd like, I can say your name and then ask the question and, you know, give you a shout out and answer your question. Thinking about doing that interview because I wanted to do it when I got 1,000 subscribers, and I'm well beyond 1,000, and I feel like I need to do that because I want to stay true to my word, guys. But you know, I'm a little camera shy. Alright, guys, you know what it is. I'm Benny Boom. I'm out of here. Peace out.